Hello and welcome to Head and Shoulders, where we cover athletes' performances and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. And today's topic, you saw the title here, we're going to cover Femke BOL and why she is a dark horse here. We're going to cover actually a few athletes in the 400 hurdles, but I like to begin with this. Let's click on Shamir Little. And don't forget to get the subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We're looking for 10,000 subscribers at the end of October. We got to 1,000. We got there really quickly. Pretty sure it's an Olympic year. We're covering an Olympic sport. So we're going to push for a tough goal. So we got to 1,000. We're going to start doing our call-in show. Not show, broadcast. What the heck? I'm calling it a show now. We're going to have our call-in broadcast pretty soon. But anyway, Shamir Little failed to make the USA team. Fourth. I was very angry seeing it. I know that she felt a certain way herself. I was really pushing toward that as a favoritism for everything like that, but she got fourth place here. But as a redemption, consolation prize, she has a brand spanking new PR. She improved her 52.75 now to a 52.39. Now, what does that get her? That gets her the second fastest time of the year, or third fastest time of the year this year, if I'm not mistaken. Just above Dalilah MUHAMMAD. Femke BOL. Well, Femke BOL. I wanted to start off with Shamir Little. Congratulations. Barely finished in second. You can see the difference right here, 39 to 37. This was the same race, 0.2 of a second. Or 2/100ths of a second. Here's Femke BOL. What do I think she's going to do? Well, she improved her 53.33, which was a European record, if I'm not mistaken, and a Netherlands record, to a 52.37. One of the fastest times. I think that is the sixth fastest time in history. All right. Only Dalilah MUHAMMAD and Sydney McLaughlin, with Dalilah MUHAMMAD having most of those, have been faster than that time. She is ready. She's ready. Get her in the same race with MUHAMMAD and McLaughlin, and we got something going on. MUHAMMAD, what do I think? I believe that she has the biggest chance of defending her title. At 100% fitness, there's not even a question. I don't think I don't think that McLaughlin can even touch her at 100% fitness, but she's not at 100% fitness. If anything, she might be from the way it looks to her. Here's McLaughlin. The way I see it is that MUHAMMAD is somewhere between 85 to 90% fitness. Now, that is just my opinion. Now, that I don't have that factually there, so that's an opinion there. I like to stick to facts as much as possible, but from what I'm looking at her, she's not fully there. Obviously, you got injured, it's holding you back between that, but she's got some time to improve in her practices before the championship. So I'm not really too worried about it. At 100% fitness, she's got it easily, quote unquote, easily. But right now with McLaughlin working with Allison Felix's camp, she's improved upon her hurdle technique and everything. With MUHAMMAD getting injured, it's going to be a tougher one. I still give the edge to MUHAMMAD, with McLaughlin, the rest. But here's a dark horse here. We got Femke BOL, but we also have Anna RYZHYKOVA. Oh, shoot. I have mispronounced that the first time. Might still be mispronouncing it. But this is Anna RYZHYKOVA. Ugh. I apologize to the internationals here when I mispronounce some of the names, especially from those from Poland, Russia, Ukraine, the Czech states, and everything like that. I really do apologize. Let's try to get this right the third time, fourth time is a charm. RYZHYKOVA. There we go. Anna RYZHYKOVA. Hopefully I got that right. But with the way that she is running here, I think she's a strong contender for a bronze medal, because I mean that battle is up there between MUHAMMAD and McLaughlin. But then, I mean, I looked at it. Let's look at the race right here. I'm going to try to avoid copyright strike. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grayscale this boy. What keys do I have to press? Here we go. So let's go ahead and skip this a little bit. And we got a youngin up in here, 21 years old. 21 years old. Femke BOL, still running well. But this is why I think the dark horse is BOL, though. That she can come out of somewhere. And Nugent, I think she can make the final. Nugent out of Jamaica. I believe that she can make the final. Let me ungrayscale this so we can have this here. But what I don't think she can medal. It's going to be somebody else getting defeated. But hey, the 400 hurdles is a tricky event, just like the 800. And sometimes people unexpectedly come up. The two front runners, McLaughlin and Muhammad. I mean, Muhammad's got to implode. Her fitness came back to such an extent. I can't see her not getting at least a bronze medal. I can see her falling back to bronze just because she might have been able to put herself to the USA Championships knowing that that's going to be tough. But I don't see her not getting the medal. She's got to really just implode. And then with McLaughlin, I mean, she's got to implode too. I don't know. Something's got to happen. They got to get injured or Muhammad get injured again. They got to implode. Something's got to happen for those spots to be opened up. And I just can't see it. I can't see anybody else other than BOL running out of their ass to take this. So here we go.
There is a slight breeze on the stadium floor. There have been some big readings in the long jump over the last half hour or so, but they go through that first barrier.
Okay, so here's BOL right here. Let's ungrayscale that for a second.
Okay, BOL there in the center in the red shorts.
Here's BOL right here. This is Shamir Little. She's keying off of Little right here on the outside, and see how she eats her alive.
Just gaining ground.
Look at this.
On Shamir Little. Shamir Little's flat.
She eats her alive right there.
50 seconds on the flat. There's Shamir Little with that sort of short pink hair. BOL up on her shoulder now at 200. And the European, the Dutch athlete has really taken it to that.
Okay, let's avoid this copyright strike right here. So we got to skip some of this race. I got to talk through it. Here we go. Let's ungrayscale this for a second. There's BOL and Little. Now she came out hard. Then Shamir Little was able to claw her back a little bit. This is reminding me of a Dalilah MUHAMMAD. Dalilah MUHAMMAD gets out hard. Both of these athletes get out hard. And so the thing is, they're like daring everybody else. You got to chase me down. You have to fight this pain back when the lactic acid kicks in. You have to chase me. And then I'm going to talk about her strengths and weaknesses.
But maybe leading at the moment as the stagger unwinds in her
Here she is.
She's really gone for
Look at that technique. Let's watch it.
But Ryzhykova in the
All right.
Is giving her a run for her money.
There's Ryzhykova.
Coming back now, using that flat speed. BOL's going to hang on to Ryzhykova going back. It's so tight in the line. Oh my word! I think BOL's.
And she knew how to fight it back. She was very aware. That is where the dark horse is going to come from, because she was aware of her surroundings. She didn't have to look too far over a shoulder or anything like that. She was aware of her surroundings and she fought back, because that could have easily been snatched away from her. So let's ungrayscale this for a second. Let's pause this so I can bring up some of these images here. Really? They're asking me what I want to open this with. All right, so here we go. This is RYZHYKOVA. I think that she has an outside chance of getting the bronze, potentially the silver, if, and I got to say, the weakest link out of the gold medal would be Muhammad, but she's also got I give her a 6 out of 10 in getting the gold, Muhammad, just a 6 out of 10. Let's go through our images here. Yeah, out of these two athletes, I mean, I'm giving Muhammad the 6 out of 10 because of how she improved and how much she improved. I mean, she has really done a monstrous improvement. McLaughlin. And here we go. So That's what I see there. Image, get out of my face. Oh. Now, what do I see here? Shamir's out. She's not in that top list. Muhammad's there. RYZHYKOVA's there. Anna Cockrell, I don't think she has a chance at all of really making a real big dent as far as that. We got too much talent at the front. And Cockrell making it, that was great and all, but I don't think she has a chance. The same way I don't think Nugent has a chance to get in the middle. It's got to be somebody else falling off for them to get one. That's really where it is. Where we got the superstars are McLaughlin, BOL, Muhammad, and RYZHYKOVA. Those are the most likely athletes to get there. Now, the question is, can RYZHYKOVA make it through the rounds? That's the question. Can BOL make it through the rounds? We know Muhammad can. We know McLaughlin can. They can make it through the rounds and run world records. We know that. Because these one-off races, that's one thing. Hey, you ran that 52:37. That's a one-off race. But can you do it with the fatigue in your legs? Can you do that or faster with the fatigue in your legs? Because there's no guarantee that they're going to run a world record at the next time that they run the finals. That's not a guarantee. But it is so highly likely because every time Muhammad and McLaughlin at these championship races meet together, they are now doing it. And I saw Dalilah MUHAMMAD, after she's gotten her form, she is darn near unbeatable. I've looked at her from her races from 2016 to now before I recorded this. And Muhammad looks like she is that competitor where she's in her form. Back in 2017, she did a couple stutter step. Back in another race where Shamir Little took her in 2018, and Muhammad got 5th, I think. She was stutter stepping, didn't look like she was in shape. She looked like she was a little bit earlier this year and everything. But in this USA Championships, no stutter step, form right on point. That's where Femke BOL is. That's where Femke has this right here. Her form was on point, and that's where I think it is. Now, her weakness, this is the weakness of the dark horse. Her weakness is that she doesn't have that strong finish. That is her weakness right now. She doesn't have that strong finish. That is where she shares that. Now, she doesn't share that with Muhammad. Muhammad, quiet as kept. And if you really look at it, she doesn't have a weak finish. She can finish strong, actually. She just can't finish in the last 30 meters against most of the other competitors that are like the speed-based ones. But if you give her that 80 meters, she could pull away from the other 50 meters and open up some more room. Because if you watch Karan Clement versus Warholm, right? You saw Karan Clement back in, I believe it was London 2017. He was trying to win for 3 times on the world championship stage in the 400 hurdles. He winded up pulling into with about 100 and so meters to go. He started to close the lead on Karsten Warholm. Watch that race. He started to close the lead on him. And then with about, and I mean, he was really closing the lead because Karsten reminds me of Muhammad. They both get out fast. They just go. Superior hurdle technique. You just can't. And then Karsten, he just powers through. Just look at his arms. He just looks like a freaking, yeah, he's just powering through like a motor car or something like that, muscle car. And so he's powering through. Karan Clement is clawing him down. And then with about 30 meters to go, he pulled him in. Then at about right up until about the last hurdle, he had like 1.5 meters lead or a stride and a half. Then Karan Clement closed him up until about 60 or so meters to go. Then it stayed about even. Then about 30 meters to go, he closed up again after Warholm pulled away again between that 60 and 30. And then at the last 30 meters, he tried to close. He tried to close, but then he lost it and got third. But if you watch that race, you will see that same example. Muhammad at the USA Championships, when she set the world record the first time, Sydney McLaughlin was right behind her. Bring up McLaughlin, because these are the athletes we're talking about here. Sydney McLaughlin was right there. She was right there, and she started to close up on her. And then with about 80 meters to go, look at those last two hurdles too. Look at the last two hurdles in particular. Dalilah MUHAMMAD pulls away. She looks like she's in that type of shape. That's what she's missing right now. She doesn't look like she's in that shape. That's why I say she's about 85 to 90%, because she can pull away. It's just that last 30 meters. She's got to have some kind of move where she can have a gap. And when that last 30 meters, they're not pulling that much on her. They're going to pull her a few meters in, 3, 4, maybe, yeah, about 3 or 4 meters in. If she's got about a 5, 6, 7, 8 meter lead, there is no way that Dalilah MUHAMMAD is going to lose. Dalilah MUHAMMAD has that. Now, Femke BOL, I think about the same thing, except she doesn't have that closing part there. Now, she does have the awareness in that last few meters. She fought back. And so she has that. That's the advantage that she has. And I believe that Femke BOL has an outside chance of getting the gold medal. And she could snatch that away from the Americans. And she actually has a realistic chance of getting it. I got to be honest here. We got FloTac. That's what I'm going to have to call them, FloTac, for their illicit focusing on the U.S. They did post Shamir Little. They didn't post a Femke BOL here. So FloTac over here is dropping the ball. You would think they're a little bit more unbiased, but hey, now maybe they are posting that. Let me check right now before anything. Let me check out the TAC. Because the same way that they said that the U.S. has a chance of breaking the world record and winning and winning the what is that? Winning freaking, gosh darn it. Yeah, they have the chance of winning the 4x1. No. So FloTac is basically USA, Team USA. That is what you're going to hear from them. You're not going to hear, hey, we're looking for a good analysis about everybody. That's not what you're going to hear. You're going to hear the rose-colored stars and stripes of the United States. That's what you're going to hear there. Femke BOL has a real chance of challenging Sydney McLaughlin and Dalilah MUHAMMAD when it comes there. And Anna RYZHYKOVA, she has an outside chance, I think, of getting the minor medals. And really, anybody else, they really don't have a real contention there. There's really nobody else within that range. All of these athletes right up here, this top 5, they're all under 52 seconds. And really, when it comes to Femke, I wish Shamir Little was there, because then I can actually say, hey, look, Shamir has a chance there. She's improved her flat speed. I think really her nerves got to her. The one thing that she has that's against her for Shamir Little, rest in peace, is her form. She really has to work on her form. When she gets to those last hurdles, the last 3, it's the last 3, she seems to not have her form there. Femke BOL, we can watch this race again. We're not. We can watch the race. I want you to play it on your own time. Just type this in. Actually type in this right here. And then search there. It took me a while to find it. Then watch Femke BOL and how strong she maintains her hurdle form compared to Shamir Little. Shamir Little actually did a little bit better. So that's why I'm thinking it might have been nerves at the USA Championship. She's kind of nervous. I mean, you're trying to make the Olympic Games. So those things are coming at play, whereas this is a regular meet. Same thing happened to, could have been to Kenny Harrison or anybody else. Asafa Powell, he blows up at championship race. Now, at the Jamaican trials, he's just like, it's Jamaican trials. I can do it. Then come to the international stage and then kaput. So, but with that being said, I believe that MUHAMMAD has a 6 out of 10. McLaughlin has a 4 out of 10. Femke BOL is the dark horse. I got no picture there as far as what I think of percentage-wise or whatever like that. But she has a realistic chance of actually slapping the mess out of both McLaughlin and MUHAMMAD, is snatching that gold medal away from it. But MUHAMMAD, I think she still can defend her title. Now, Anna Cockrell, no. Anna RYZHYKOVA, whew, man, I'm practicing. She has that outside chance of getting one of the minor medals. I mean, unless McLaughlin implode. I mean, you got to have McLaughlin, MUHAMMAD, and now Femke BOL to like implode or something, or just not run a good race for anybody else to even have a chance. What's the chances of that happening? That's possible. But what's the chances of these athletes? And okay, 4 of the top 5 will be there at the championships. 4 of the top 5, all of them under 53 seconds. The next closest is Anna Cockrell at 53.7. She's over a half a second. Almost 0.8 of a second back from RYZHYKOVA. So now Anna Cockrell did do this through some rounds though. So that's the plus there. RYZHYKOVA, can she do that through the rounds? And I believe so. So what do you guys think? Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comment section below, and we're going to catch you all on the next one. What do you guys think? What's the next? Actually, no, I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover the men's 400 hurdles because I just saw something that has me convinced. I am convinced about who is going to win, and I am convinced out of 7 out of 10, 7.5, maybe 8 out of 10 chance of him like taking this 400-meter hurdle title. And then between Benjamin and Warholm, I mean, it's a gap. And then basically, let me not get this. Is that Dos Santos from Brazil? I think he's got that on maybe a lock for 3rd. No guarantee there. But I think Dos Santos, from the multiple races I've seen of him, he looks about good to lock that up. But it's going to be a fight actually for 3rd place. Everybody else, it's going to be 2 different races on. It's going to be a race for 3rd, and it's going to be a race for that gold medal. That's what we're going to look at. And I'm going to cover that on the next video. Guys, let me know what you think here. Oh, Shericka Jackson's coming up next. That is my very next video. We're going to do a profile on her. Peace.